Hey guys, Adam Savage here in my cave with an audio one-day build. One thing you don't know about me and my wife is we've become more interested in birds over the last few years. In fact, we were in Spain last October 19, and we actually went birding for a whole day east of Sevilla in a wildlife sanctuary on the East Coast. It was on the West Coast. It was absolutely gorgeous. My wife's been going a lot to Golden Gate Park and has become really obsessed with the herons. I am trying to make friends with the mission ravens. And the other day, my wife was listening to some bird songs online, and she said it'd be really neat to be able to record some bird songs. Is that something we could do? And I said, actually, yeah, I have a really good shotgun mic from my camera package, and I also have a Zoom H6 recorder mixer. That's pretty much everything you need to go listen to bird songs. And so I went and I got them from the cave, and I brought them home last night, and I set them up with a cable, and we were listening to it, and we were like pointing the shotgun mic at each other from like 20 feet away and whispering, and we could hear each other, and that was really cool. But then there was all this crap hanging from this thing, and I was thinking, there needs to be a handle. There needs to be a handle. And not only a handle to hold the shotgun mic, because they make those, but the handle has to have a shock mount, because somewhere along the line I lost the shock mount for my shotgun. But that handle should also hold on to the Zoom recorder. It should be a one-stop shop. Everything on one device. That is today's one-day build, and I have some really specific points of view on it. So we're going to get started right away. Okay. Here are the main components I need to support with this device. I've got a shotgun mic that will connect to a cable. I actually had a longer cable. I modified this morning off camera. And that goes to your Zoom recorder, right? So I need something that holds this. With this, you'll be outside, so it's the windscreen. It holds this together in some way. And as I was thinking about this, look, one thing I was thinking was just taking a tube and making it a shock mount, and then mounting the recorder to the top of the tube and mounting a handle to the underside of the tube. And I thought I would just lay the cylindrical handle and knurl it. But then I thought, the problem with that is, let's see here. If I just did that, I just want to talk about the problem I would have with that. Okay, so here is roughly a handle arrangement for the Zoom recorder and the shotgun mic. And I thought if this mounts here, first of all, you want it to be center balanced. So you're just kind of holding the center of gravity of this thing. That's definitely important. Then I thought, if you're listening like this, see the position my arm is in straight across? This isn't necessarily the position you want your arm in. You want a more relaxed position, right? So sort of like this. So that made me think that I want the handle to be on an angle. And again, early this morning when I came in, I actually mocked this up out of some pine that I had, and I built this thing, which is, it's much more amorphic. It sits here like this, and it rests on your hand, right? So that, yes, right? So your hand's much more at an angle. This is kind of like when I was taught to hold a kendo sword. Everyone grabs it like this, but in fact, initially, your first impulse is to grab a kendo sword like this, but in fact, the actual hold is like this. It's a slanted hold, and that provides you with much more ability. It's the correct hold because it's how you're supposed to hold it. And I was thinking about the same thing for this. This piece of pine I was using was a piece of garbage, but I rejiggered some of my material storage, and I found that I had some beautiful chunks of black walnut. So I am going to make a simple shock-mounted Zoom recorder holder with a gorgeous black walnut handle. So that's the first thing we're going to do. I'm going to lay out and cut out and smooth out a black walnut handle for this mount, and then we'll get to building the shock mount. All right, so I have roughed this out on the bandsaw, then on my linisher using a heavy grit and then a lighter grit and then a Scotch-Brite belt. And it's got to a reasonable amount of smoothness, but I'm gonna take it the rest of the way with some 220 grit. And hopefully with about 20 minutes of elbow grease, I should have this thing in an oilable state. And then we'll start engineering its hold. So I have I've smoothed this down to 220 grit, and it's really pretty consistent. I'm very happy with it. I'm now making a brass insert for this because I want the base to have both a 1/4 nut in it, and I want it to be like a continuation of this guy. So I'm going to turn down this piece of brass and add a little thing at the bottom. Here we go. Oh, hello. Okay, so I have smoothed this out, and I've turned this piece of brass, and I've put some marking fluid on its base because, well, actually, before I do that, I'm going to shorten this just a little bit. Yeah. All right, here we go. I'm pop this in. I should be able to get it back out again. Yeah, there we go. All right, so got to make a mark. Oh, I see. I need to level that out. Hang on. Okay, I have it neatly leveled out, and now I'm going to trace the pattern on this and cut it out of the brass. But first, I need to mark where that end was. There we go. Oh. Beautiful! Okay, we are proceeding apace. We have a base. That fits in there like that. I'm going to glue that in later. It's got a 1/4 port in it, so you can put it on a tripod. Now it's time for the shotgun mount, and that's going to go here. I am going to drill some holes in the edge of this tubing and then polish up this tubing, and I'm going to support my microphone with some rubber bands stretched between these. And then, yeah, I think the next thing after that is mounting the zoom on top of this, and then we're good. Yeah, it's coming along. This is a fine technique when I don't have time to figure out the actual radius of this thing, and I could just, what I really just need to do is be able to place four holes at the cardinal compass points, and this is a reasonable way to do it. First up, I need a mark. There's one. And there's the other. So there's that. Great. So that means the other two are here and here. Great. So, oh yeah, actually, since I already marked those, I can do this again. And if I'm slightly off here, it's not that bad. Yeah, I mean, there we go. I'm going to do some 172 screws in there. Okay, this is going really, really, really swimmingly. I've got my shock mount, which is just an aluminum tube with some O-rings stretched between some 172 screws. I've used my new wood taps to tap a 1/4 hole in the top of this. I'm now going to glue this to the brass. And then I am going to, hit it with some oil so that I have this ready to go. Then I'm going to attach it to, we're literally like 5 minutes from the end. Very exciting time. Okay. You know what I want to do? I want to protect my interests. I am going go. Let's get an X-Acto on there. I want to make sure that no CA glue makes it onto the black walnut because I don't want to have some big mark there. There we go. Okay, so that goes. So great. So and provisionally, oh yeah, look at that, that's gorgeous. Okay, time for some tongue oil or something. I've got something. What a smell. This is the best part of this whole operation, is putting some oil on this walnut and just letting it soak in. Oh. Assembly. Time for the assembly. It's not the brakes per se, it's the brake assembly. That's when my friend knew his Saab was dead. Dead! It was dead, Jim. All right, so this guy. That's the bottom. So we get a 1/4-20 screw. Oop, I got him. That's it. All right. So that. And then that's the front. No, that's the, yeah, there we go. So that's how this goes, like that. And this wood tap, I mean, I've given it a good 1.25 inches of depth to tap to, and the walnut, like I used instead of number 7, I used a number 10 drill, and this is tight. Like I can feel this is a positive fit. Oh yeah, see that? That's not going anywhere. Oh, yeah, sorry, I actually hadn't fully lined it up. There we go. Yes. Oh, this is gorgeous. All right. So now I need the little doohickey, the little dothraki that sits. So this will live there, like this. Yep. Okay, so then I'm gonna screw this down on, oh, right, I need a washer in there. Oh, I need a second washer. I need a second washer, stat. Okay, you know what I need? I actually need a spacer, and I have one. Hang on. Yeah, that should do it. That should be, this one should be really nice and positive there. So, plus the plastic will give me a little bit of shock absorption. Come on. Oh, that's great. That is, again, a super positive fit. We get our Zoom recorder and we place it here, but we're not, this isn't the orientation yet by a long shot, because we're going to adjust this like that, right? So that right there is our orientation, like that. Oh, this is great. There we go. Okay. Now, I'm going to get the shotgun in here. Oh, can you tell I'm excited? This is one I came up with last night. Made some drawings. Oh yeah, I have to shoot B-roll of the drawings. And then, come on. Hey, it's time to cooperate. There's that, there's this. It's really nice. My very basic math about the center of gravity was 100% right. And then this guy goes in here and comes up around to the left side. We'll put him in track 1. And actually, I think yeah. Much better. Much better. Yep. That's great. So, ladies and gentlemen, that right there is a full mixer mount for a shotgun, and we did it in 3 hours. That's not bad. And I'm like, this is actually genuinely beautiful. I'm really, really pleased. I'm going to turn it on and listen to it. Let's see. We turn the microphone on. Oh, right. There we go. We are on. Number 1. Oh, there's number 1. We're on. Oh, yes, we are on. Ladies and germs. Dude, I'm like John Travolta from Blowout. I'm so not like John Travolta from Blowout. Dudes and dudettes, I am so freaking psyched about this lovely addition of kit. I am so pleased at the look. It feels great. It's very lightweight. That's the thing about it, is it gives the impression of being quite lightweight, and I really like that. Thank you guys for joining me for this one-day build. I will see you next time. Hey, thank you so much for watching that entire video. You are amazing. And I'm here to tell you that you can now show your tested solidarity with some tested merch like this beautiful drawing of the rickshaw that I built for Spot. This drawing was made in conjunction with the artists at Teespring, and you can buy the t-shirt in the link down below. Yeah, I didn't know that my life was incomplete without a funereal, charnel, black Victorian rickshaw to be dragged by my robot dog, and yet that was the case. And now you can have your own piece of this lovely carriage and wear it on your body. Thank you guys so much for watching. I will see you next time.